Hey guys, so I hope everyone is surviving whatever holidays you have to endure around this time of year. And I'm not going to be talking much about my holidays this year. I wanted to talk about something that happened recently, as well as a couple new forms of treatment I'm going to be trying for AvPD early next year. So, my cat died a few weeks ago. Her name was Patches. As someone that's always had a really hard time interacting with other people, my cats have really been my best friends. Just, completely non-judgmental love that I really needed, and they're all gone now, so I miss all of them very much, and certainly miss Patch. So it's been difficult. I don't think I'm going to get any more pets because I find it very stressful, especially dealing with the end of life stuff, and I know that's only a small part of their life, but it's really hard for me, and just feeling like I'm always making a wrong decision, whatever I'm doing. And, new animals just make me think about my old ones and feel really depressed and really guilty, like I didn't do enough for them. And my brain doesn't really go to happy memories very quickly, so yeah. But around the same time she was passing, I finally sort of got a response from the DBT Clinic I've been on a wait list for. They emailed me probably about 2 months ago now and told me that there was an opening in the group, and if I wanted to join that and remain on the waitlist for individual therapy, then I should email them. And I did. And they did not respond for 5 weeks. And this didn't really surprise me. For some reason, they can send me emails, but they never seem to get mine. And their Google reviews seem to suggest that other people have also had this problem, which is really strange. But what happened is a new therapist joined their practice and I guess just got a bunch of names off the wait list and started emailing people from his personal email asking if they wanted to start therapy with him. So I could respond to his email, and he did get my response. So I had my first appointment with him, an introductory thing. He says probably about 4 of the first appointments are going to be just sort of an introduction to DBT, and then I'll start with the group and all of that. And I don't want to talk about it too much yet because I haven't really participated in it much yet, but I'm definitely not predisposed to personally finding value in therapy. I know it helps a lot of people a whole lot. It's not been all that useful for me yet, and I'm not doing wonderfully right now, so I'm not in the ideal mental state to feel enthusiastic about it maybe, but yeah, it does kind of feel like a slightly more complicated version of the same sorts of things that therapy has been throughout the years that I've tried it. But I think one of the things about AvPD, at least for me, is that therapy is kind of about giving you tools to deal with the bad stuff. Like these things make you socially anxious, so these are some tools to logically work through it and calm yourself down in theory. I feel like for some of us that is kind of impossible. I feel like because I'm not directly worried about people judging me in a very basic sense, right? If I go out to my mailbox and I'm worried about my neighbor seeing me, It's not because I think he's going to think something bad about me because I'm getting my mail. It's not because I particularly care if my neighbor has one bad thought about me, or if he dislikes me at all, because I don't really know him. I don't have any reason to base my self-worth off of what he thinks about me, right? But I still have these feelings when other people notice me, and I can't stop them. And I don't know that there's anything therapy can teach me that will make those feelings go away, because I feel like I am being mindful in my thoughts, and reminding myself why this doesn't really matter. But I still feel like shit, and I don't know if therapy really can help that in particular, for me at least. But I'm going to try, and the main reason I'm trying is because I wanted to participate in their groups, because I think the one thing that can really be helpful is more, showing people things that suggest that struggling through your anxiety can be worth it, because I don't really think my anxious feelings are going to go away, so I need instead to believe that it's worth dealing with them, because interacting with people makes you less lonely and depressed. And, I believe that in a logical sense, but I don't really have any evidence enforcing that makes me consistently push forward and interact with people. So I think groups can be helpful for that, just because it's interacting with other people who are also struggling, and I think in-person stuff is still really something I want to pursue, and I did think that this group was going to be in person. It turns out it's not. It's still virtual. I'm going to give it a try for a little bit, though, and that does bring me to the other thing I'm going to be trying in the new year. Someone sent me a link to a relatively new group in my area, which is a neurodiversity skills group. And, I still don't love the idea of a skills group, in the sense that it's like something that's taught, it's like a class, because the point to me is to interact with people. And when you phrase it as a skills group, I have a hard time seeing that there will be a lot of interaction, but I'm going to give it a try. It is in person, thankfully, and the first meeting I will be going to is in early January. So yeah, just gonna see how that goes. Just try to stick my head out in the world and interact with people, and not necessarily everyone there will be socially anxious, but will feel like they have some difficulties with social interaction, I would think, and so hopefully I'll be a little more comfortable with that. And it's just, you got to keep trying stuff with AvPD. There's not an easy fix for sure. There's not one thing that works for everybody. So those are some of the things I'm going to be trying next year, and I'll talk about them here as they proceed. But yeah, I guess that's about all I want to say today. I honestly thought this was going to be a pretty long video, but I guess I'm not feeling super talkative. But anyway, yeah, my voice seems kind of hoarse, so I hope you can hear me all right. But anyway, this is it for 2023. I hope all of you are doing well, and I'll talk to you again next year.